Alright guys, I'm sure you're getting sick of him by now, but I have another battle with that Fulham guy. But yeah, I did have a battle with him, so let's go ahead and post it. This is an OU match, and yeah, there's not much else to be said. You can take a look at our teams. Just right off the bat, you see both of us are using Manaphy, and my Manaphy set is messed up, but still gonna try for it anyway. And I have no idea why, but you'll see what's so messed up about it in time. I don't know if it's supposed to be some kind of gimmick set, but I don't actually remember making it. And I thought this was, you know, a normal tail glow Manaphy, which I like, so I'm just going to go for the tail glow right off the bat. But I looked at my moveset, I'm like, okay, this is not right. I should have Scald on this moveset. Instead, I have Brine, which is good under certain conditions. I'm not really sure what the gimmick is supposed to be, but yeah, unfortunately it's the wrong move. If I had a Scald, I'm kind of thinking I could have killed this Metagross, but a Tail Glow Brine does significantly less. And as you can see, I got him down to yellow, which is nice, but he is going to be faster than me now that he evolved into Mega Metagross. So I am going to have to just, actually I stay in and die, I guess. Sure. But I knew that he was going to be faster, so I have no idea why I did that. Oh well, so I got into my Talonflame, and he's going to withdraw his Metagross, and just goes out into his Landorus again, probably because he has a Rock move, but I'm just going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. This is a bulky Talonflame, so not quite the normal Choice Banded one I usually use, and obviously getting a Will-O-Wisp off on a Landorus is pretty awesome. Now, he's probably going to either set up Stealth Rocks, or just go for his Stone Edge move anyway, which will still do decent damage on Talonflame, so I'm just going to go switch out into my Garchomp, as he just goes at himself with his rocks, and I'm just going to do the same this next turn, knowing that Landorus really can't do anything to me, especially when it's burned. And yeah, this is bulky Chomp anyway, so it probably wouldn't be able to do that much anyway. He goes for a Stone Edge, which he said was a miss, so that's why he did that. And now he is going to U-turn, which actually might even be a bigger mistake, because yeah, I thought he would actually just switch and not wanting to U-turn here, knowing that I'm bulky Chomp. But instead, he just goes for a U-turn, and he's gonna hurt himself with the rough skin and the my rocky helmet. Not to mention take another burn due to the fact he misclicked the Stone Edge. But yeah, now he goes right back into Metagross, which I kind of thought he might just try to regular switch to avoid that damage, but he does U-turn, so my Earthquake is pointless. So I go into Extra Drill now, hoping that he doesn't predict that or something, and he does go for an Ice Punch, which is neutral, and then he crits me. So that is really going to cripple my Extra Drill, and this is the only thing I have to get rid of Stealth Rocks, and I figure I might as well just do it now. He's probably going to switch anyway, and he probably doesn't have the Bullet Punch looking at his moves, so yeah. I did switch predicting that Ice Punch, thinking that he might have it, and indeed I was right. I actually didn't really have anything better to take it than that Extra Drill, but whatever. I'm just going to go for another Rabbit Spin now, because I don't want to get spored on pretty much anything else. I already got rid of the rocks, and this thing is pretty weak, so I'm just going to let it spore this and hope that he doesn't predict me staying in and is trying to kill me. But yeah, I'm going to switch out now to let it amp to my Sleep Fodder as I go out into my Talonflame, which he apparently predicted and goes back into Landorus, so that's a pretty good prediction. Although at this point, after the burn and the damage I got with my Garchomp earlier due to his U-turn, and yeah, the Stealth Rocks, this thing is super low, and I'm not going to give it another chance to set up Stealth Rocks on me. It's just going to die right now with a Brave Bird. Doesn't even matter if I'm a bulky set, it does cake him out, so that's pretty awesome. And I'm going to be able to heal the little amount I took with my Thunderer, so yeah, it's very nice to get that Landorus down, even after the Intimidate. So in comes Latios, and I'm going to switch out now because I want to go ahead and, you know, go into Bisharp, which I'm thinking if he goes for the Defog to get rid of my Stealth Rocks, obviously I'm going to get my Defiant boost, and if he does try to attack me, I do resist Dragon, and I'm immune to Psychic, so Bisharp is a pretty nice counter. Now, I don't have Pursuit on my Bisharp. He thinks I do, so he's going to actually go for the Draco Meteor, as I just go for the knockoff, hoping actually that I would just kill it anyway or something. I don't know. Maybe he would switch just in case. I probably should get Pursuit on this Bisharp, but yeah. I maybe should have went Sucker Punch. Probably, I mean, obviously I should have went Sucker Punch knowing that he would stay in, but, no, if I knew that he would attack me, I should have went for Sucker Punch. But I didn't, and that was a good play for him, kind of. And I don't think he did it because he thought I had, yeah, I think he thought I had Pursuit. Whatever. It was a good play for him because it's going to really weaken my Bisharp. He goes into Talonflame now. Even with Sucker Punch, I'm not going to be able to outspeed a Brave Bird boosted by Gale Wings. So I just go out into my Garchomp, which is, like I said, bulky Chomp. which means he's going to do quite a nice chunk of damage to himself. Now, I don't really have a whole lot to do, but I do see the leftovers on his Talonflame, so I know it's the bulky Talonflame. I really don't want him to set up, though, so I'm just going to go for the Toxic as he misses Will-O-Wisp, which is more or less whatever, because, I mean, the residual damage is nice against my Garchomp, but I really don't have... I mean, I have Earthquake. It's my only really physical attack move. I actually carry Fire Blast on it for to counter certain Pokemon, but yeah, it's more like a whatever thing. I'm just, in fact, going to stay and let it happen to set up Stealth Rocks again. I know that Latios is dead, so he has no way to get rid of them now at this point, and if he does try to switch out this Talonflame, it's going to be able to hit him back when he comes back in for 50%, which is always nice. But, yeah, he's going to go ahead and Roost, trying to get his HP back. I should have went Earthquake this turn, predicting Roost, but I guess I didn't think he would use it yet. I thought he would use it a little bit later. It was a good play, knowing that I probably wouldn't Earthquake that turn. So, yeah, I just go for a Fire Blast for some really pointless damage. At this point, I'm just kind of staying in with Garchomp, hoping that he'll actually finish me off and be forced to take that damage on me. But at this point, I mean, the Toxic is going to start wearing him down. It's going to start doing some significant damage after turn now. It's been like the third or fourth turn, and that's what Toxic really does. If you have a Pokemon you don't want to stay out for very long, Toxic does force them to eventually switch out or finish you off, and he doesn't really want to take any additional Toxic damage by stalling me anymore, and just goes to the Brave Bird to finish me off, which is fine, because this is going to put him way below 50% after my damage here, and then the Toxic, in fact, he might actually be dead, although probably not looking at that damage, so still, some really nice damage there on Talonflame, and it should be weak, so weak that it obviously can't switch out, because it's going to die to Stealth Rocks if it does try to switch out. I was hoping that it would just die if he tried to Brave Bird me, but he does live with a sliver of health. I'm just going to go into Bisharp, though, because I do carry Protect. Now, maybe I should get rid of Protect for Pursuit. Then again, Pursuit really wouldn't have helped me this battle, because he just assumed I had Pursuit. So, yeah, I don't know what would be best. Either way, what the Protect does let me do is let me just do that so I don't lose Bisharp, and instead he just dies to his Toxic, so it gave me a turn. Good job, Protect. Anyway, he goes into his Breloom again, and I'm just going to go into Zapdos, predicting Mach Punch, and that's what he indeed does, and it doesn't really do anything to Zapdos. And, yeah, I really didn't have much to do to Breloom either, considering it's probably faster than my Bisharp, and, yeah, it's obviously resistant to Dark moves. I did have a Steel move, though, too. I think I have Iron Head on it, or something. Either way, he goes into his own Manaphy now, which is kind of a gutsy play, considering I had a Zapdos out. I guess he was predicting a Heat Wave if I even did stay in. No, I just went for a U-turn to see what he'd do. And I'm just going to go into Bisharp now, and I know I shouldn't go for a Sucker Punch. He is faster, but he's probably going to try to set up, so I try for it, and it failed. I should have went for a knockoff. And he just goes for a Rain Dance now, which means this is well, obviously this is a Hydration set, which is good, but he probably has Rest with Hydration, and he probably is going to try to set up with either Calm Mind or Tail Glow, and it is a Calm Minder, which is actually even scarier than Tail Glow in this situation, at least to me, because of my Zapdos. Obviously, it's going to reduce Thunderbolt damage. I just go for a knockoff to get rid of those leftovers, and at this point, I know I'm going to kill myself if I go for another knockoff, and I know that it's going to do reduced damage. In fact, he doesn't have another item, but I want to do that anyway, because I know he's going to rest this turn, and I just need to get this Manaphy to have some damage on it. I do have Talonflame still, and I still have Zapdos. So my thinking here was I'm going to go into Zapdos. I think I can take a Scald at this point. It's only +1 special attack. I know it's even raining, but I'm pretty sure I can take a Scald, then hit him with a Thunderbolt. I don't think I'm going to kill because of the Calm Mind, but I know I should be able to do enough to finish him off with Talonflame, and hopefully just finish off the rest of his team with Talonflame. As you can see, I got a crit, and that definitely did help me kill it, but I don't think it mattered in the long run. Because like I said, the only thing I was trying to do was get it to the point that I can revenge kill it with Talonflame. And, yeah, it would have done about 50%, so I'm thinking Talonflame could have came in now. I just went for a Brave Bird to kill it. And his only Pokemon left are this Metagross, is Breloom, which obviously I'm going to be able to finish off Brave Birds anyway. So that's what I'm just going to do now. I'm just going to finish off the rest of the team with Brave Birds. I don't even need to set up, due to the fact that this Metagross is nearly dead, and Breloom is weak to it. So, like I said, I'm thinking that the Thunderbolt overall didn't matter, but obviously, I would have rather not gotten it, to be honest. I wanted to see if my strat worked. And it did give me the win, confirmed. But, like I said, I know that someone calced it, and it should have done around 50%, which, looking at that damage, I definitely think Brave Bird would have been able to finish him off at, like, what, 25% it would have been at? We'll see. Either way, thanks for watching, guys. You guys rock. And today's question of the day is, what Pokemon would you like to see get a baby Pokemon in the next generation? They kind of stopped doing baby Pokemon, but I still like the idea. Not an evolution for a Pokemon, a pre-evolution. As for me, I'm going to go with a timeless classic, something that people have wanted to since Gen 1, is a pre-evolution of Kangaskhan. It seems very strange to me they still don't have one. I mean, it was a Pokemon everyone was curious about, really, in Gen 1. And it's always on Kangaskhan. In fact, if you hatch a Kangaskhan from an egg, it's born pregnant or born with a baby in its pouch. How much sense does that make? None. Is it like some other Pokemon? Is that why? Is it just another head of Kangaskhan? I just don't get it. Like, you hatch a baby Kangaskhan, and it already has a baby, what? And it never is a form of that. It needs a baby Pokemon. It bothers me. It significantly bothers me. I'll leave a comment about that and see you guys next time. Later.